It's impressive. Team Trump also says there's nothing wrong with trying to influence an election, and there's nothing wrong with playing hide the mushroom with the star of the movie Hot Shower 6. The defense had a different perspective. Trump's lawyer said President Trump is innocent. Trump did not commit any crimes, which is, he's a lawyer and he's funny. That's Trump's defense basically seems to add up to, even if I did commit these crimes, they're not really crimes.
If a lawyer puts in a bill or an invoice and you pay the bill and in the book, it's a little line.
Grumpy Trumpy's having a bad day, folks. Jimmy Kimmel just dropped a comedy bomb so big, it's got the Donald seeing stars and stripes. Want to see a grown man throw a Twitter tantrum? Stick around as we watch Kimmel turn Trump into a human piñata. And boy, does the candy spill out.
He was, the defendant was very defensive this morning. He was in all caps mode and then some. He posted witch hunt. He posted election interference, little bursts of lunacy like a crazy man yelling at no one on a street corner. As you may know, maybe you don't know, opening arguments began this morning in the people of the state of New York versus Donald Jessica Trump, the city that never sleeps versus the defendant who keeps nodding off during the trial. The prosecution said Trump orchestrated a criminal scheme to corrupt the 2016 election and tried to cover it up by lying in his business records over and over and over again, 3 overs.
Before we move on, I'd like to ask you a small favor. If you appreciate this content, please take a second to like this video and subscribe to the channel. Over 98% of you watch the videos without subscribing. It costs you nothing, but it makes a huge difference to us. So, did you click the subscribe button? Great, thank you so much. Now, back to the video. Guess who's back in the spotlight? Yep, it's our favorite orange turd, Donald Trump.
That's like a bank robber going, I went into the bank, I took out money, I came out of the bank with the money. Millions of people do that every day. Now somehow I'm a criminal?
That's a very small little line. I don't know if you could even write more than 2 words. It's not like you could tell a life story. They marked it down to a legal expense. This is what I got indicted over.
Right. That makes no sense. That's, you left something key. Trump's lawyers made it clear today they're going to continue to deny that he had sex with Stormy Daniels, which, if I was prosecuting this case, I could get him to admit that in 1 second.
Jimmy Kimmel loaded up his comedy cannon with some fresh Trump ammo, and boy, did he fire away. But hold on to your MAGA hats, folks. This time, Kimmel might have pushed the envelope a bit too far. Picture this. Kimmel's on stage, Trump's face is plastered all over the big screen, and the audience is on the edge of their seats. You could hear a pin drop as everyone waits to see what zingers Kimmel's got up his sleeve. Then, bam, Kimmel drops the bomb. Trump's so full of hot air, he could inflate the Goodyear blimp. The crowd goes wild, like they've just witnessed a magician pull a rabbit out of a hat. But instead of a cute bunny, it's Trump's ego being deflated right before their eyes.
And while the case itself, obviously this is important, this is the first time we've ever seen a former president up on criminal charges. What resonates most, from a historical perspective at least, all you have to do is say, clearly Mr. Trump was not attractive, famous, or wealthy enough to entice such a desirable adult film star. He'd jump up on his hands and knees and show you every position they did it in. Was this.
I'm hearing from credible sources who know what's going on in the courtroom, and what I'm hearing is that, take it for what it's worth, but that Donald Trump is actually farting in the courtroom.
Twitter explodes faster than you can say cuff-F, with hashtags like #Kimmel's Triumph and #Trump Roasted trending in no time. But Kimmel wasn't done yet. He took aim at Trump's latest legal troubles, quipping, "Trump's got more cases against him than a lawyer at a personal injury convention." The audience howled with laughter, probably picturing Trump in one of those neck braces you see in those cheesy commercials. And let's not forget about Trump's infamous hair.
Adds farting to his list of atrocities. This is, I mean, we're in uncharted territory here. Of course, we don't know for sure that Trump was the one farting in court. Just when you think the insano-meter has topped out, Donald Trump adds farting to his list. Report that Trump was pumping gas like a Barstow Texaco, but I can report To borrow a phrase he likes to use when spreading rumors, many people were saying Trump was farting in court.
Kimmel couldn't resist taking a swipe at that golden mop, saying Trump's hairdo is so wild, it's the only thing in America that's actually trickling down. Ouch, that one's gotta hurt more than a bad spray tan. But here's the kicker. While everyone was busy laughing, Trump was probably reaching for his phone, ready to unleash a tweet storm of epic proportions. You know how he gets when someone makes fun of his do. So what exactly did Jimmy Kimmel say about Trump that's got everyone talking? Well, it wasn't just one thing. It was a whole barrage of jokes that hit Trump where it hurts. His ego, his legal troubles, and of course that infamous hair. Kimmel painted a picture of Trump as a bumbling, self-obsessed cartoon character, and the audience ate it up like it was the last slice of pizza at a frat party. Kimmel's Trump jokes are like a fine wine. They just keep getting better with age. But how does he do it? It's not like Trump's giving him fresh material every day. Oh wait, he totally is. Here's the thing, Kimmel's not just throwing random insults at the wall and seeing what sticks. He's got a game plan that's more detailed than Trump's healthcare policy. Spoiler alert, that's not saying much. So what's Kimmel's secret sauce for roasting Trump? It's a special blend of current events, Trump's own tweets, and a dash of potty humor. You know, kind of like how Trump runs the country, minus the current events and tweets. Remember when Trump called himself a very stable genius? Well, Kimmel sure does. He's like an elephant when it comes to Trump's gaffes. He never forgets. And neither does his audience. They lap it up like a bunch of cats at a milk factory. But here's the million-dollar question. Can comedy actually land a punch on the Teflon Don, or is it just preaching to the choir? I mean, Trump survived more scandals than a soap opera villain. At this point, he's got more lives than a cat with a death wish. Well, turns out laughter might be the best medicine for democracy after all. Kimmel's not just making people laugh, he's making them think. And that's scarier to Trump than a room full of fact-checkers. Take Kimmel's recent jab at Trump's legal troubles. He didn't just make fun of the situation, he broke it down in a way that even a 5-year-old could understand, which, coincidentally, is Trump's preferred reading level. And let's not forget how Kimmel uses Trump's own words against him. It's like watching a political judo match, with Trump constantly tripping over his own tweets. Kimmel just has to stand back and let gravity do its thing. But it's not all fun and games. Kimmel's humor has a bite to it. He's calling out Trump's actions, his policies, his hair. Okay, maybe the hair jokes are just for fun. But the rest, it's comedy with a conscience. Jimmy Kimmel's got Trump's number, and he's not afraid to dial it on national TV. It's like watching David take on Goliath, but instead of a slingshot, Kimmel's armed with a killer punchline. Who knew laughter could be such a powerful weapon against political giants? And next time you're feeling blue about the state of politics, remember, a good chuckle can be your secret superpower. It's like kryptonite for inflated egos and alternative facts. So keep those funny bones tickled and those eyes glued to the screen. Who knows, maybe one day we'll all be in on the joke, laughing our way to a better democracy. In the meantime, let's raise a toast to Kimmel, the court jester who dares to speak truth to power. Because sometimes, the best way to deal with a political circus is to become the ringmaster of ridicule. Keep laughing, folks. It might just be the sanest thing left to do.